So how's your tour been going?
Really good. It's been really crazy.
It's been crazy. Like, we've been, like...
We decided that we weren't on a tour. We were on a journey.
Yeah.
And we went through the hero's journey cycle, and it's almost coming to an end.
Yeah, and we're trying to piece it together, like, who is
We're trying to figure out, who were the evil people in the cycle, who were,
mentors.
The mentors.
What was
the point of no return?
Yeah, and then, also, if the crystals we were received at a show were a good thing or a bad thing, we can't decide.
Yeah.
So what was, the funkiest place that you guys played?
We played this basement party at a college where, I don't even remember what college it was.
Oh, that was definitely the funkiest place, yeah.
Yeah.
It was on 420.
Yeah.
And they had a hot box.
Yeah, they had an old freezer that was just not working, and it was totally cleared out, and you would go inside of it and just hotbox it. And then, Jessie found a party upstairs of, the girls' softball team. And then she got kicked out of the party. Then I found it, and then I got kicked out. And then I got my pedal board stolen. Well, I don't know if it got stolen. I don't know what happened. It got lost somehow.
And that's kind of when we started noticing weird things happening. We're like, what happened to her pedal board? And everyone was like, I saw it in the van.
Because John maybe broke his foot in Atlanta. Then my pedal board got stolen. Then Michaela's bass head got stolen.
Yeah.
And then, or lost, we don't know. And then some other crazy stuff has happened.
Have you guys had any, really, weird fan experiences? Any memorable things that would be added on this journey?
Well, last night there was this really crazy guy that kept hugging me over and over again. He's like, give me one more hug, and I'd be like, okay. And then he would hug me for a minute straight so hard, and I'm like, okay. And then he was like, will you marry me, please? Will you marry me? And I was like, yeah, totally. Everyone's really awesome though.
Yeah, there's sometimes someone will come to the show and have a gift for us. And that's really awesome.
Yeah.
So I saw you guys at Burgerama.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I saw girls running up and kissing you guys.
Yeah, that was so cool.
It's so funny.
Does that kind of stuff happen to you guys a lot?
It happens every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then. I like though how
it happened at the Fonda show too. Remember? And then the boy got kicked out, and I felt really sorry.
I'm sorry, I just had to point out that dog looks like Scooter, our dog at home, and he looks so cute.
So you guys have a happy place while on tour? Imagine it gets chaotic, somewhere you want to just calm down. Something
you know what? You don't really have that,
Yeah.
and it's you have to realize that you don't have that, and you have to make it wherever you are, and whatever that is. For me, it's kind of going out to a nice restaurant and eating if there's time, and drinking a glass of wine, so you just kind of feel at home and you can relax. Or if you have a backstage, then it's cool to chill out in. But yeah.
So what do you guys do on the bus? Or on the van?
Yeah.
Well, the other night we had a night drive, and so we put on the new Rob Zombie film.
Yeah, lately we've been setting up the computer so we can watch movies. Yeah, so we watched the new Rob Zombie film, The Witches of Salem.
Or Lords of Salem.
Lords of Salem, yeah.
It was
I did
not that
not
good.
like it.
No.
We were both really disappointed because we like Rob Zombie.
Yeah, and it sucks because his wife is really cool too. He always has her in his movies, but she was the main character this time, and it just wasn't as cool. She was better as more mysterious. You get to see her for a couple minutes.
Yeah, totally.
Do you guys have a tour playlist? Just, what would you be listening
music?
to? Last night, what did you listen to?
We've been listening to a lot of Sabbath because we've been getting stoned and then just playing all of Sabbath.
Yeah.
And
or
then
we'll put on
I feel mainly I've been just playing I don't know. We've been playing a lot of stuff. I have my
Cadence.
I lost my iPod, so I only have my old one that's a smaller one. So it has so much old music in it. But yeah, although we were listening when it's chill, I like putting on Cat Power because it's so good to drive to. Yeah, and then Creedence Clearwater is really good. I keep playing the new Bass Drum of Death song because it's so good.
Yeah. Oh, and the other song.
Oh, the Growler song.
Growler, yeah.
Really, there's two songs one Bass Drum of Death one and one Growler's one that are so good to drive to.
So what were you guys in high school? I'm sure you guys question often, but...
No, actually we don't get this question that often.
Yeah, we don't.
Okay, I was a total punk. I shaved my head into a mohawk, but I never put it up. I would just keep it down. And we would dye our hair. And then I also had a Chelsea at one point, so I would have the front long and then the back totally shaved. And then we would just dye our hair every weekend, different colors, and wear I made a homemade slit shirt. And then I remember a couple weeks later, like 3 of the cheerleaders had homemade slit shirts, and I was like, excuse me, like I'm trying to be cool and different, and I hate you all, and like you're wearing a slit shirt.
Now you're wearing a slit shirt. Mm-hmm. I totally had like a black hoodie with a Germs back patch I'd put on it. I think I wore a Germs back patch and a Germs shirt. I was really obsessed with the Germs.
I read this article from a few years ago about how you guys used to drive around in your mom's 1993 Nissan Quest.
Yeah, that was our tour van in Mika Miko days.
Oh, that was Mika Miko.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, our mom would let us take her van on tour.
What would
across the
she
US.
drive when you were?
She would
She
drive
just share our dad's.
one of our.
Oh yeah,
band
she
members.
actually. It's funny because we all had our own cars, so we like. I remember Kate's car, who had a Bug, like a new Bug, Volkswagen Bug. She would like Kate would just let our mom use that car because we were using our mom's van, and our mom would be really into it.
Yeah.
Any like really funny memories from the van?
That
Where
van,
is it? Where is
yes,
it?
it's gone now. It died.
There was a time in that van having to sleep overnight in it.
Yeah, it was like a smaller minivan. Like today, the minivans are so
Way
much
bigger. Like you could possibly like sleep in a minivan, a newer one, not comfortably, but you can make it happen. That time we like slept.
We were so uncomfortable that we ended up getting out and going to a park and just all sleeping in the grass.
And then we woke up. Yeah, and there were like these huge black ants crawling all over everyone.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't.
And then some guy came over and told us we had to pay to be in the park.
Well, you got your bass in 7th grade, right?
Yeah, 7th grade.
What were you listening to in 7th grade?
I was listening to Jimi Hendrix, and I learned Little Wing on my bass.
Nice.
I wasn't good enough to learn any guitar parts, but I learned the bass part.
So when did you get into Metallica?
Well, we covered Metallica, Mika Miko.
Yeah. I first discovered Metallica when my ex-boyfriend put on a Metallica record, and I was like, what? This is the best thing ever. And then so I remember being like to everyone in Mika Miko, like, you guys, we need to cover this song, Jump in the Fire. Like, sounds like a song that Mika Miko would play because it's like a disco beat.
Totally.
I was gonna ask you. You're always wearing that Metallica shirt. You're always wearing your Black Flag shirt.
Yeah. I used to have the same Metallica shirt, but I lost it.
We were both. Jen was living in New York at the time, and I was living in LA, and we both were given Metallica, the same Metallica. Well, hers was vintage. Mine was like a bootleg, newer one.
Yeah, but it was the exact same print.
And we were given to them by guys.
Different people.
Yeah, that we were like
at the same time
hanging out with at that time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird
I remember I
coincidence.
came home one day, I was like, Jen, I have the same Metallica shirt.
You're also Avengers.
Yeah, I used to like the Avengers a lot when I was in high school, for sure.
They're from San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
it's a kind of cool
That's right.
connection.
We got
Yeah.
to play with them one time.
Yeah, a long
And
time ago.
They were like super, I remember them being really cool.
I was looking at pictures and you're always wearing, there's like an American flag in a lot of your things. So I was gonna ask if that's like bringing out the American in you.
I just feel like I like the idea of like America. I don't know, there's like, America is such a crazy place, and when you like leave it, you realize like how like just like the symbol of America and what it stands for and stuff. Like, I mean, I know there's a lot of negative to it too, but I just think it's like kind of funny to like embrace it and be like, yeah, American flag, we're from America. Like,
Yeah.
no, I mean, it's kind of more just like a little bit of a joke.
And you were talking about the slits also.
Yeah.
Ari Up, right? That's the
Ari Up, the
in
singer.
Typical Girl, that music video.
Yeah.
Those dance moves are insane.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any? Are you guys working on any dance moves?
Well,
No.
the other
Oh.
night actually, we were at a gay dance club,
Oh yeah.
and
last
I ended
night.
up like on like the
box.
that the guys stand on. He left, and I went up there and started doing some dance moves.
Nice.
But I feel like, do we have any dance moves that we do?
The other day, my friend took a video of us playing live, and it was like while we were doing the Misfits cover. Hi. Oh my god. Hi. Oh,
I like a little collar.
Hi. You're so cute. Yeah. Wait. Oh, and I like watched it, and I was like, looked like I was like a fly girl. I'm like dancing like all crazy, and I'm like, what?
That was the first song you guys played together. Well, it was that song, right? Or was it? That's why I read that
Oh
song.
yeah, no. When we were first we decided like, oh, let's start a band. We were like, oh, let's try to cover the Slits. So we would like sit there and like play like the guitar, like trying to cover Slits, but actually we had no idea what we were doing.
Yeah.
Like,
A
I
specific
wish I
song
had
you're
a
trying to cover?
recording of that. I think it was Man Next Door. if I
Yeah, it
remember.
was. Alright. Yeah.
And what was the first song you guys wrote as Bleached?
I think it was Dazed.
Do you remember where you wrote it? Like what?
I remember we were like practicing in our parents' living room at the time, and like because they like don't care what we like if we play music in the house. And where was I? Like I just moved back from New York. I had just broken up with my first boyfriend. No, I hadn't moved back from New York.
Oh yeah, right. That's right. That's right.
I had broken up with my first boyfriend. We were living together, so I was like staying at my parents' house in the guest room, and me and Jessie were like, oh, let's try to like play music together. And
so how's it playing with your sister? Are there any sibling rivalries?
You mean between us? No.
I feel like here and there's disagreements, but like it's really chill. I feel
we
like
get along better with each other than other people.
Yeah, like I think about like other bands that had siblings and they talk about like how they just like hated each other.
Yeah.
And I kind of realized I think it's because Jen and I aren't competitive with each other, so it's like there's really nothing to like really argue about.
How would you describe each other as little girls?
As little girls?
If you describe each other, yeah.
Oh. Jessie was always really crazy.
I feel like I would describe Jen as being very like organized and neat and had her outfits.
I definitely had OCD when I was a kid.
And like but
I didn't know what OCD was until I was older, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh wow, that's what I had. Like I had to turn off and on lights like 20 times before I left a room, and I'd have to wash my hands like so many times, like over and over, and then turn off the sink water, and then I had a record player and I had to like play it over and over again, like every time I'd like turn it off just to make sure. It was like really crazy.
So beginning with Bleach, how'd you guys get hooked up with Ooga Booga? Because they put out Francis, right?
Yeah, that was our first 7-inch. That was because we didn't really know how seriously we wanted to take Bleach, so we were like, oh, let's put out a 7-inch just for fun. But like, I feel like if you put it out on a label, it's like already that's like a step into the world of, oh, this is our band. Like we're gonna put out more stuff, but we didn't even know. So we were like, oh, why not ask Wendy, who just does cool like local, like she sells like local artist stuff, but not music, like clothing and jewelry and candles and stuff. So we just thought but she also does sell music, but so she was like, I was like, do you want to put out our first record and it will be your first record too? And she was like, yeah, totally. So she did it.
And after Ooga Booga went to Art Fag, right?
Yeah, then Mario's our friend, so then that's when we're like, oh, okay, let's actually like put out another 7-inch. So then we were like, oh, I think Mario asked us, and we were like, yeah.
And now Dead Oceans, right?
No, and then after Art Bag was Suicide Squeeze.
Oh, okay.
And then now Dead Oceans.
And how'd you get hooked up with Dead Oceans?
They asked us, like they were just like, they really liked our music, but they also liked our videos a lot, and that was what we liked the most about them, is because videos and music is so important to me and Jessie, like visually.
Mm-hmm.
So like the visual side of a band. So I was really happy when we met with Phil, who does Dead Oceans, and he said that. So we were like, oh, cool.
Yeah, they were really awesome. I feel like when we met up with them, we could tell that they were very passionate too.
Yeah.
So it was like, and so are we, so.
So then Ride Your Heart came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite song off of it?
Mine is actually Ride Your Heart.
Which is funny because that was like the last written song. And that song was like, last written. My favorite originally was Out of My Mind and When I Was Yours. But now, like, things change after playing them every night in a row. But I still think those are still my favorites.
So how's your relationship with the songs changed? Like, are there anything you've realized you want to change in a song, or? Yeah,
that happens to me all the time. Like, I'm crazy in my head, and I'm like, oh my god, I wish we had made this faster. And then I'm like, no, it's fine, it's good slow. Like, oh, I wish I had strummed harder here, and like, I'll just always do that.
Yeah, sometimes live I'm always like wishing like I was getting all of the backing vocals down that we did on the record, because it sounds so good. But then like sometimes I like forget, and I'm like in something, and so I'm always like trying to like work on that.
So you guys have been getting tons of press. Like, so you guys were in Flaunt, Nylon, everywhere.
Teen Vogue.
Teen Vogue.
Have you guys had a favorite and or like kind of funniest press experience?
The only thing I'll notice sometimes is they'll think my name is Jessica and that she's Jennifer, and they'll write about it as Jessica, and then I'll start reading it, imagining like you thinking Jessie's doing all this stuff, and I'm like, but Jessie doesn't say that kind of stuff, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like really funny.
The video for Next Stop, this with the play with all the stick and pokes.
Yeah.
Black Chris looks so cute in that video. Do you guys?
I told him to try to dress Maud.
Do you guys? You only gave stick and pokes. Do you guys get any?
Yeah. In that video. Well, we still, like, I mean, we have our own stick and pokes, but not in the video.
You guys have any, like, secret tattoos?
Yeah. All my tattoos are, like, in secret places.
Okay.
I have, like, 818 in my lip for the valley.
Wait, do you really?
Yeah. Jessie does, too.
It's fading, though.
And then I have, like, a really bad black flag tattoo inside my finger.
I have a check out the view here and a machete.
The word or the drawing?
She has the word check out the view.
Yeah.
Check out the view.
And then the drawing of a machete.
Oh, okay.
And then in between them are like when I practice stick and poke, like a heart, cross.
I'm like kind of like anti-tattoo, so I don't really have that many. That's why I have like ones that are just hidden.
Yeah.
Except I do have Ramon's lyrics right here. Today or Love. My friend had Tomorrow the World, but yeah.
So that video was like kind of like a shit show. It must have been fun cleaning up all the silly string.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was a lot to clean up.
It kind of like stayed there for like a couple days, and then one day I came over and I was like, Jen, I'm gonna help you clean. Like, it was a lot. Yeah, it was all over Jen's house, and Jen lives in this like really like 3-story Hollywood house with roommates, and it was like everywhere. It was like in every floor in the bathrooms, because it just like...
I'm having deja vu right now. It's so crazy.
And so everybody got pretty fucked up for that.
I didn't, because I wasn't in the party scene. I did all my stuff before on the motorcycle scene, like really early that morning. So like we had to drive out to, I think we drove out to Oxnard. Was it? I can't even remember now. I think it was Oxnard, and we did that whole motel motorcycle stuff until like 6 or 7, and then we drove to the house, and then that's when I told everyone to be at the house at like 8, and then so when we got there, everyone was there, and I was like so tired. I just like,
because you had to do the early shift.
Yeah, I just like helped them organize everything.
Do you guys have any really funny, like, crazy drunk, inebriated stories?
I have a lot. I've been put in the drunk tank before, arrested. Put in the drunk tank.
On my birthday.
And I got kicked out of the strip club. Like, I've gotten kicked out of 3 different strip clubs in my life, I just realized. I don't understand, though. It doesn't make sense to me. Well, one of them makes sense. One of them, I was drunk, and I took a picture of the stripper, and I don't even remember the next day, and they took me, and they deleted my phone, my picture, and then kicked me out. And then another time, I was just with a bunch of people, and they just didn't want to. I think we were all, like, singing to the songs and, like, dancing.
Yeah, it was getting kind of crazy.
And then the other night, I got kicked out of one on tour, and that one does not make any sense to me, and I like, hope something really bad happens to those guys, because I think they're, like, racist skinheads that work there. And I think they kicked out Chris on purpose, and then because I was his friend. It was really insane.
So a couple, like, silly questions. Do you guys have a favorite sound, and a sound you particularly hate?
Okay, I hate that one alarm sound on the iPhone that's like...
Yours.
The one that's like the standard one. Oh my god, I hate it. And then a sound I like... Also, I really don't like the sound of like didgeridoos, because one time, is that what they're called, didgeridoos? Because one time we had a babysitter, and he would just sit there all day and play his didgeridoo, and he would play it inside of a bucket, so it would be so loud. It was so annoying.
I would say I would just have to hate the sound of like fire trucks or ambulances. That's always like painful. You're like,
I like the sound of breaking glass. That's a really good sound.
That is a good sound.
You gotta go to a lot of Jewish weddings.
Yeah.
If you could have your belly button be a dispenser of anything, it's a controllable, it's not just like an uncontrollable dispenser, what would you make it?
I don't know why, but that like gave me like the chills for a second.
I know, I hate belly buttons.
I know, like I feel like
I was thinking maybe weed, just because like I don't smoke weed all the time, but when I do, I'm like, it would be cool if it was just here, easy to smoke.
Yeah,
and it would already be in a one hitter. I'm just like, that would be mine. Weed in a one hitter.
I really can't think of anything, because I just don't want to put anything near my mouth. Or like maybe a cool sound or something could come out.
That seems even
like
weirder.
like an instrument. I'm like, Like, I don't know.
Well, that's the next question. If you could open your mouth and any sound would come out, an instrument. Like you couldn't talk, that was it for the rest of your life. I'm assuming it wouldn't be the didgeridoo.
No. Bass. The bass.
I feel like I'd want mine to be a violin.
Oh, that's nice.
Only in tune.
Wait, what?
Not an out of tune one.
No, a very in tune like violin.
Well, I was kind of thinking drums because I feel like you could control it really cool with like the way you open your mouth. Like every time you open it, it would be like a snare hit, like
Oh, that'd be
a kick drum.
Oh, the Jen's really good at whistling.
Oh yeah. If I can only whistle.
What did you get? Because you could maybe talk through whistling, like.
If you could have anybody be doing this interview, who would it be and where would you be?
Oh, interesting.
I'm actually really enjoying this right now. This is a really nice sunset.
I would want to be on the beach eating mussels in Cape Cod and having my best friend Yasi do the interview. No, but I'm happy you're doing it too.
I pick you. Right here with you.
So what's next for you guys?
We're gonna go to Europe in mid-May, and then for like a month, I think.
Yeah,
I read the schedule. Yeah, it was like
or like 3 weeks. Yeah, we're just going on tour and then we come back and then we just do a bunch of festivals and different little shows and stuff.
Yeah,
it's fun. And where do you guys want to see Bleached going? Do you have any plan in your mind?
All I keep thinking about is how I want to start recording a new record.
yeah.
I feel like it took forever for us to do this one, and now I'm like, oh my god, I want to record more. There's so many demos and like other songs that I want to do and stuff.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this still feels like the beginning right now for Bleach. Like even though the 3 7-inches in this record, like I feel like I can't wait to see Bleach like on like our second record, touring with that, and just like see where that goes from there. And doing festivals. I can't wait to just be doing festivals.
Also, it's so fun to like play new songs, and I feel like all these songs, including the 7-inches, are so old at this point because like we recorded in October, and those songs have been written way before October. Like a lot of them were written like even a year before, and so it's like I just want to start writing new songs that I'm excited to like play because that's like the best feeling.